What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam, hope you guys are doing phenomenal tonight, man. Hope you guys have had a great Friday. Hope you guys are gearing up for a great weekend. You guys already know what time it is, baby. Time for another live 2023 way too early fantasy football mock draft with you guys with the Catch fam. So hop in the live chat. Let me know what's popping, guys. Let me know what is going on. We're going to talk some fantasy football tonight. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk some Super Bowl talk, although I don't know how much Super Bowl talk is really left at this point in time. We're just sitting here waiting for the big game. So hit that like button on the way and hit that subscribe button, of course, if you are new to the channel. And like I said, hop in the live chat. Let's get it popping tonight. All right. Link to join the draft is live in the YouTube chat. It is live on Discord. Let's get this thing filled up. As soon as it is filled, we are kicking off. So, like I said, live on both Discord and in the chat. We are doing a random order tonight, so don't even worry about what spot you take. Just take a spot, and then we're going to randomize it. And you guys are already filling this very quickly, per usual. So, appreciate you guys being here. Holy cannoli, Batman. That was super fast. All right, so let's randomize this order. Let's hop right into it. Let's not waste any time. 30 seconds per pick. 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end, 2 flex spots, kicker, defense, and 5 bench spots. Sorry. 30 seconds per pick. I don't know if I already said that. I think I just did. And make sure you guys are looking through the rankings. These rankings are not updated. So build a queue and let's do it, baby. Let's kick off another live 2023 fantasy football mock draft. We are officially underway. We've got Justin Jefferson gone at the 1.1. All right. So what's going on, guys? We got Prey in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you. What's up? What's up? Marco, what's going on, man? How we doing? Thomas in the house. What's going on? What's up? What's up? Chase, what's up, dude? How we doing, guys? As Jamar Chase is off the board. I'll go C-Mac here. Why not? I kind of wanted an earlier pick tonight, so I'm happy I got the 1.3 just because the last couple of drafts I've been like towards the end of the draft, I think. So just felt like switching up, but you know, random order worked out. So nonetheless, what's up, boss man? Fat, what up? What up? Nick, I was looking out for you, man. I really was. Nick, are you on the Discord? Because if you aren't, you should be, because that's the best way to get updates on when we are conducting the mocks and everything. But on top of that, like, if you know you guys are out there and you're continuously trying to join the mocks and you keep missing them when we start, I will send you an invite early. You know, like I'll make an exception if you continuously trying to get in a mock and you cannot. I will send you a mock draft invite early on Discord. So just let me know, Nick. Send me a DM and I'll make sure you get in early on the next one, my dude. Don, what's going on? Don, it's so weird not calling you Elliot. Dude, this mock filled, you guys filled this super fast. So this was one of the quickest you guys have filled a mock in a couple nights. So, like I said, we'll be running plenty of them. We'll get all you guys in, I promise. Juked, what's good, bro? Good to see you, man. What's up? What's up? Glad that you're drafting with us tonight. Thomas just saw, yeah, I saw this too. Something that a jar is saying where Tom Brady announced his retirement is going for like 90K. Holy crap! Last I saw was apparently it was around like 15K, but that is ridiculous. Yeah, it's supposedly sand from the exact spot that Tom Brady announced his retirement from. Like, I mean, I don't even understand. Like, a couple $100 might be cool. It's like, I guess, your collection, but like, yeah, 90K is ridiculous, man. But Tom Brady stuff goes for a lot of money, you know. But it's crazy, man. Chase, sometimes in the first round, it'll give you a couple extra seconds for your selection. So that may have been what it was. I know the 1.1, it usually, like, even if you're doing 30 seconds, it gives you like 40 seconds just because it's the first person on the clock. But I'm not sure. First round already wrapped up. We got JJ, Chase, C-Mac, Eckler, JT, Cup, Barkley, Kelsey, Adams, Diggs, Hill. Jacobs gone into the second round. We got CeeDee Lamb. JT is so interesting because we've seen Jonathan Taylor fall all the way to like the end of the second and go as early as 1.5. Like, you know, the opinions on Jonathan Taylor are just so all over the place. Nick just won tonight. Lately, I've really only had time to run one mock draft a night. You know, once we get closer to the summertime, we run more than one. But at this point in time, just one each night. But like I said, bro, make sure you join the Discord because I can send you an early invite that way. And I'll definitely do that for you, my guy. But there's really no other way I can do that. So, yeah. AJ Brown gone, Kenneth Walker gone, Amon-Ra gone, Derrick Henry gone. Dom, my name is Chris, but you make me want to change it back to Elliot. Was just trying to film Mr. Robot. Oh, yeah, I guess that is. I haven't watched that show in a really long time. I never really watched the whole show all the way through, so don't quiz me or anything. But that's what's up. I like that. Well, where's Don from? All right. Yeah, that's crazy, Thomas. Braun, I'm glad that you got in the mock tonight. Let's go. Shane, I'm sorry you didn't make it in, bro. Yeah, if you guys think it's bad right now, wait till, like, August. I mean, literally in August, it's insane how quick these mocks fill. It's literally, like, as soon as I send the link. Juke says, I don't trust JT. I think at the right price, I'm okay with JT. Okay, back on the board. Back to the drawing board. Switch it up tonight. I'll go receiver here. I don't really know what I'm switching up. I'm going to go receiver. Don Flamenco from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Nice. Oh, that's your actual picture. Okay. That's creative, dude. You guys are so much more... Like, my username would just be like John. I like that. All right, second round wraps up CeeDee Lamb, Kenneth Walker, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra, Henry, Metcalf, Breece Hall, ETN. Two quarterbacks, Josh Allen, Patty Mahomes, Waddle, and Nick Chubb. And into the third we go. Moving quickly tonight. I like it. All right, there goes Bijan Robinson. All right, what are you guys up to this weekend? We got no football. We just got the Pro Bowl. Just got the Pro Bowl. Don, call me whatever. Fair enough. I'll call you Don. Maybe sometimes Elliot. Maybe sometimes Chris. What's up, Sir Bongs a lot? Thank you for stopping by. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? B-Rob is gone. Senior Bowl is tomorrow. That's a good point, Shane. I should probably pay attention to that. All right, Higgins is off the board. I'm going to go running back here. There's a couple options I like. Give me Swifty. I'm a Swifty. You guys know it. You know it. I haven't watched any fights in a long time, Don. But, yeah, maybe there's some good supplemental sporting events we can fill in with. When is the Pro Bowl? Like, what time? I'll check. Pro Bowl 2023. Sunday at 3 p.m. I feel like it's going to be kind of interesting. I don't know. I just love Peyton and Eli Manning. You know that. So I'm just rooting that Peyton and Eli can bring this thing back to life. Whatever that means. Thomas, I've been listening to random Dynasty Fantasy Football podcasts the last few days. My mind's about to explode. Got to give it a rest for a few days. Yeah, the beginning of this week, I was doing the same thing. And then I just had a kind of a crazy week, so I kind of stopped. But, yeah, it's probably a good mindset is maybe do some studying, some research, et cetera, for 1 or 2 days, taking a lot of information, then just kind of take a break and reflect and maybe bounce off. Maybe some of the people in the league and everything, bounce some ideas off of them, and then maybe go back to it a day or two later. So, but yeah, we'll hop back on Tuesday night to talk some Dynasty. See what we can come up with, man. Yeah, Pro Bowl's been very disappointing for a while, Jude, for sure. Yeah, Shane, we will do a Dynasty mock probably next week. And what I'd like to do is just make it exclusive to those of you guys who are YouTube members / in the Dynasty leagues as well. Oh my gosh, my eye is itching. Holy crap. All right, third round wrapped up here. We got B-Rob, Mini B-Rob, Higgins, Swift, Mixon, Pollard, Hurts, Debo, Wilson, Burrow. That makes 4 quarterbacks gone. Dalvin Cook, Devonta Smith, and Ramondre Stevenson. Into the fourth, we kick things off with Hopkins. Yeah, Kyrie Irving requested a trade. I saw that. Rumor is the Lakers, but you guys know I know very little about basketball, so that's my input. I heard he might go to the Lakers. The Pro Bowl is a flag football game, which could end up enticing more players to maybe try because they know they're not going to get like injured or like fake. Because really for the last couple of years, like it's been fake football, basically, like almost like two-hand touch football. You know what I mean? So Raiders quarterback Derek Carr said he has no intention of extending the February 15th trigger date on his contract to give the team additional time to resolve the situation. Oh gosh. Rumor with Derek Carr at the moment. Once again, it's basically off-season talk, right? Everything is rumors at this point, speculation. But Derek Carr to the Saints is what I've been hearing a lot of speculation on. We talked about Joe Mixon last night. The misdemeanor charge against Mixon supposedly was dropped today. We talked about that potentially happening last night. So still not a good situation. Joe Mixon is still a player who the Bengals could save a fair amount of cap room on if they do cut him. So there is the potential for that, with the combination of the cap they could save. I think it's about $12 million and this, event circumstance as well. So we'll see what happens there. Outside of that, we don't really have any news. Just Pro Bowl distractions and Derek Carr. The Colts still don't have a head coach, so that's out there. The Cardinals still don't have a head coach. That's out there. That's about it. We'll see. All right, let me make some draft picks here. I'm on the board. I'm on the board and I'm gonna take Scary Terry. All right, let's see. Let's see. Terry playing flag football might just be a blur on the screen. That's a good point, man. What's up, Spence? I think Higgins resigns. It depends on how much money he wants. Like the wide receiver market has changed so drastically, ever since last season that I don't know. I don't know. They could probably get pretty good trade value out of him. We'll see. I mean, I'd love to see those three stick together, but Higgins, Chase, and Boyd. But I just don't know. To find out. I've heard Higgins to the Bears, to the Giants, all kinds of teams. But obviously, once again, the speculation, off-season chatter. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Ooh, I don't know where I want to go with this next pick. I feel like I have to go running back here. Just with Swift being Swift. All right, Kamara gone. I'm going to Dameon Pierce here. Yeah, I don't know, Spence. It's a tough situation to read for sure. I'm sure the Bengals want to keep him, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. Shane, anyone this mock want to join Dynasty Fantasy Football? Yeah, we do have quite a few spots left in the second league. I mean, we have time to fill them. But yeah, when we're looking at the second league, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots still available for the second Dynasty League. I was kind of giving it a little bit of a breather. I'm going to make a little bit more of a push to try and get those spots filled. Have to be a YouTube member to be eligible. Have to be you know, paying the $5 per month membership to be eligible. I'm giving you guys, some of you guys haven't signed up still, till March 1st to remain eligible. So you guys have basically the rest of this month to sign up if you guys are in one of the leagues and you still haven't done so. If you guys want to join the second league, you could join, but you just have to sign up for the YouTube membership by March 1st. So, yeah, that's basically it. Just other thing that is basically a requirement to join the Dynasty Leagues is you have to be part of the Discord, because there's just too much communication and announcements that are happening on the Discord channel that, you know, it's just too difficult to communicate all these things if you're not, you know, part of the Discord. So if you guys are interested, even if you're just slightly interested, hop on Discord. There's a thread for the Dynasty stuff. You'll see it, one of the top threads, and just hop in there and then let me know. So we'll go from there. How about that? Travis Etienne made an Insta story post wanting Higgins to come to Jacksonville. That would just be ridiculous. What, you'd have Higgins, Ridley, Kirk, and Zay Jones, potentially Ingram being re-signed, and Etienne catching out of the backfield. I mean, it wouldn't even, it'd be like one of my Madden teams, right? So Thomas, looks like Geno Smith is close to a deal with the Hawks. I didn't even see that. Well, that's good. Taylor Gang, where are you taking Bijan in your drafts? I mean, he's going anywhere from... I mean, it just depends on who you're drafting with. We've seen him go super early. We've seen him go at the end of the first. I mean, anywhere from the end of the first to beginning of the third, right? I think I took him at the end of the second last night. I guess I did have an early pick last night, didn't I? Oh, well. What's Ridley's cap at? Yeah, they definitely got to pay Ingram. Well, I guess they don't have to, but I feel like they probably want to, right? I don't know. I'll check real quick, though. Calvin Ridley contract. I feel like it's... Yeah, it's not too much. It's probably why they traded for him. Oh, wait. It's quite a bit. Never mind. 11 million? Yep, 11 mil. Yep. He's only signed through 2023, though. No worries, Thomas. I got you, bro. I know you're having an issue with your cards. Are you good, man? Like I said, you guys have till March 1st, so. If you don't, then we're going to have problems. I know what that really means, but. Man, I was really hoping Lockett or Kirk would fall to 6.10, but I really didn't think they would, so. How are you thinking? What do you think about Javonte Williams this season? I mean, I'm not out on Javonte by any means. I wasn't crazy on him last year. I don't think I'm crazy on him this year. But I do think he could be a really good value. Like, at 5.4 as your third running back, for example, like, I love that, right? You got two studs behind Eckler and Mixon. Like, I love that position. Do you think the Broncos can definitely take a step forward offensively with Sean Payton as the head coach? So, I'm not against it, right? I mean, I guess the big thing is he's got to be healthy and everything, but I think he definitely has time to become healthy, per se. So, yeah, I'm not against him at all. Man, I like Ayuk at this point, too. Go Watson. I haven't gotten Watson on, like, any draft. All right, man. Yeah, this tier of receivers right here. Godwin, Pittman, Lockett, Kirk, Hollywood, Ayuk. Like, these are players that I just think are being a little bit too undervalued right now. I mean, there's, like, Lockett and Kirk, I really don't understand. Like, the other guys, like, sure, there's a question mark about who's going to be throwing to Chris Godwin next year. Same with Pittman. We know with Hollywood that Kyler is going to miss probably a significant amount of time. Even Ayuk, I'm like, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, was your wide receiver 15, you know? Mike Williams has really drastically fallen back. I mean, I guess the big thing with Mike Williams is just the injuries, right? But I mean, he's still at 895 receiving yards 4 touchdowns through 13 games. I mean, and I get, you know, when you draft Mike Williams, like you're drafting a flex player, like he's a boom or bust player, but you know, it's just kind of crazy to me seeing him consistently fall in a lot of the mocks when last year he was like a player that barely escaped the end of the 3rd round on a consistent basis. So I really like that tier of receivers at this point in time, but a lot of opportunity for those receivers to move up on boards as the off season continues to progress, I should say. I'm gonna go Pacheco. Going with that bounce back strategy I used to talk about a lot last off season. RB receiver, and just repeat. Land a good value tight end, a good value quarterback or 2, and fill the rest of your roster with running backs, receivers. Where do I value Breece Hall? I am a fan of Breece Hall going into next season without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, we're going to have a better understanding of where Breece Hall's recovery timeline is and where his health is at as offseason progresses, as we get closer and closer to training camp, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, as long as everything's looking like it's progressing the way that we want it to progress, I think Breece Hall is probably going to fall to like the mid-second round. Like I think 2.7 is pretty realistic. It just kind of depends. Sometimes we have like just, you know, those trends in the offseason in August, July that really push players' value around. I could definitely see Breece Hall getting pushed to like the end of the 1st, even coming off of injury, you know. But yeah, I think Breece Hall is a player that I would absolutely love to have at the running back position going into next season without a doubt. I mean, I made that like early running back ranking video, early top 10 running backs, like right when the fantasy season ended, and I had Breece Hall in the top 10, and I still don't have a problem with that whatsoever, honestly. So, yeah, big Hall fan. Spence, anyone drafting rookie running back the first 2 rounds without knowing teams is stupid. Well, that's kind of the thing is right now we don't know where any of the rookies are going. So it's a speculative choice. It's part of, you know, drafting this early in the year, you know, talking about next year this early. I mean, the Super Bowl hasn't even been played. You don't really have a choice, right? Like, you just have to kind of like, and it's no different than like, who's a good example? Hold on. Well, we just talked about all those different receivers, right? Like, it's no different than like Calvin Ridley. Like we don't really know what Ridley's role is going to look like with the Jaguars. We haven't seen him play with the Jaguars, right? It's not really any different than like Chris Godwin, who we don't know who's going to be throwing him the football. Like I get that you're drafting Bijan like end of the 1st, end of the 2nd, like higher value and everything, but it's just what you kind of have to do when we're mocking this early, right? It's like, well, I'm going to draft Chris Godwin, and I'm just going to speculate that even without Tom Brady at quarterback, he's still going to be productive. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and draft Alvin Kamara in the 5th round. I'm just going to speculate that he's going to miss 4 games, right? And I like him at that value, you know? I'm going to draft Chris Olave in the 4th round, even though I literally have no idea who his quarterback will be next year. So this kind of, you know, comes with the game that we play, right? I wonder who Peyton brings in to back up Russ and how short that leash is going to be. I mean, they're married to Russell Wilson, but we'll see. And the biggest thing is like that offense, if they can just take a couple steps forward, they have a real shot to compete. So we'll see. But yeah, it could be interesting, you know. I just don't know, man. Russ has too much money right now from the Broncos. I think they're going to do everything they can to try and make it work. But it's a fair point. But yeah, I don't know how short the leash is. Might like Pickens over all these guys next season. I don't think it's crazy at all. I love Pickens, bro. I almost went Pickens over Watson. I've been a huge George Pickens fan ever since he got drafted by the Steelers. I know this year wasn't exactly consistent. 801 receiving yards, 4 receiving touchdowns is still decent by all means for a rookie receiver, right? Getting it figured out with more than one quarterback in his rookie year as well. So Yeah, I love Pickett, undoubtedly. Kind of like Watson's another good example of what we're just talking about. Is like, I'm going to draft Christian Watson in the 6th round because, oh my God, I'm going to sneeze. Oh no. Woo. Holy, dude, that was like the most intense sneeze ever. Okay, I'm going to draft Christian Watson in the 6th round because I know what he's capable of. I know the upside that he brings that we saw last year. I think I like him in the flex quite a bit. And, but I don't know who's throwing him the football, right? So it's just part of what happens when we draft this early, right? Chase, Jimmy G, and Carr will be interesting. I love just seeing where a quarterback ends up in the offseason. Holy crap, I got a draft. Okay. I was not paying attention like usual. Oh, no. I'll just lock in my tight end. Give me Pat. Come join my team, Pat. Would you rather have Breece Hall or Bijan? And are you taking either earlier than end of 2nd, early 3rd? That's where I have them. Well, it just depends, right? If Bijan Robinson goes to a situation that we really like offensively, then he's going to move up draft boards. I mean, it's really not that crazy to see a rookie running back go in the 1st round, right? I mean, we didn't have any this past year just because Breece Hall was going in a situation where Michael Carter was already there. But, I mean, Najee Harris was like a top 10 pick just 2 years ago, you know? So if he goes to a team, there's going to be so many free agent running backs this year, guys. I mean, there's the entire landscape of the running back position for the NFL and for fantasy football is going to change. And there is a strong likelihood that Bijan Robinson could be in a starting role, you know, as soon as he's drafted, essentially. So just depends. But at the moment, yeah, 2nd, early 3rd is kind of where we're at. All right, got to make my face small, and I am back on the board. I don't know what I want to do here. I think I need some receiver help. Pick up Zay Jones because I won't get him by the time I draft again. Cook was another player I really looked at there too as well. Eagles better when I got my Madden predictors on them. There you go, Prey. Bijan is a guy I'm looking at. Player profile, complete package. I'm down for drafting him early, mid, 2nd. Yeah. Good at that. Yeah, Duke, you know, Miles Sanders might not be on the Eagles next year. And if he's not, Kenneth Gainwell is going to be the RB1 in my opinion. Gainwell has been a player that I've already started to talk about a lot so far since, you know, we've been mock drafting on a weekly basis and everything. I really like the value of Kenneth Gainwell right now. He's definitely going to be a player like in best ball drafts, whenever I can do best ball drafts again, that I'm going after on a consistent basis. You know, even if Miles Sanders gets re-signed, I really do feel like Gainwell is just continuously starting to, you know, carve out a role, a significant role, I should say, within that offense that is still a run-first offense. No, we didn't see a lot of it this year. Fantasy-wise, there's only double-digit performances coming in 3 of the 4 games where he did score a touchdown. But if you watch him in the playoffs, it really does feel like they are trying to churn something out of Gainwell and keep Sanders healthy. So it's an interesting mix right now. But yeah, obviously Sanders had a great year, the best year of his whole career. And I would, you know, love to see Sanders get re-signed. But I do think either way that Gainwell and Sanders could be used simultaneously. And if Sanders is not there, I really do think Gainwell is going to be I mean, he's really just one of those handcuffed running backs either way that, you know, 8th round forward, I do think is worth a draft selection right now. Thank you, Don. It was an intense sneeze. Carter the Saints would be great for Olave, 100%. Coast to coast, try going 0 receiver, then half my queue goes in the 7th round. Yeah, 0 receiver can be scary. Can pay off, but can be scary too. Box in the Jack. Tried something new tonight. Don't really like my squad. Well, that's why you guys try out these strategies. See what happens. Challenge yourself, you know? What does Atlanta try to do at quarterback? I think they do nothing. I just think they continue to suck. they have weapons. If they get a halfway decent line, then it wouldn't be a bad spot for a quarterback to land. Yeah, and it's not like that division is too competitive. The defense actually played decent last year as well. At times, I guess I should say they had some really bad games as well. But I think they just continue to be the Falcons. I really do. I don't think they're going to go. I mean, I guess Desmond Ritter's a starter, right? I don't think Kansas City needs to trade up to get a guy like Bijan Robinson. I think they roll with the Chiefs are definitely a team that like to not pay running backs a lot of money. I don't think that they do that. I think they stick with Pacheco, and maybe they re-sign McKinnon, but even if they don't, I think they are an offense that can bring in 2 or 3 kind of veteran-esque guys with different skill sets, and then ground and pound with young running back like Pacheco. But could happen. You never know. Thomas says, doesn't matter where Bijan goes, at least in a first-round fantasy pick. I do think by the time we are drafting in the summertime that is what we're going to see for sure. Godfather, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by. What's up, bro? Always good to have you, man. Yeah, I agree. Atlanta just too far away. I agree. As much as CMC is a great fit at San Francisco, CMC with Reed and Kansas City, oh, I mean, yeah, that'd be insane, bro. That'd be ridiculous. Okadoke. I've got to draft some football players. I will go Jamal Williams. Because he is awesome. Alright, how many roster spots do I have open? I'm looking okay. Yeah, Gainwell was really like the guy I was taking pretty consistently like the end of these mocks, and now we're starting to see him kind of move back up. Have to count him off my board. Alright, I have not made a queue at all tonight, so I'm just taking a look through, seeing who's available. My team, like, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I just feel like it's an even overall team. So, yeah. Could survive with this squad, I think. Alright, let's see. Cardinals are the only team that can throw a wrench in my Bijan landing spots, but I'm thinking Cowboys end up taking him. Who knows? So bad at speculating. Alright, let me see here. I'm going to take a second tight end. I'm going to get Komet off the board. So I've got 5 running backs, 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers. So 0 quarterback. See what happens. Don't think receiver is going to be the strong hood of this team. I think it's too late for that, right? I don't hate Bijan to the Cardinals, but that's definitely not good news for my boy James Conner. Bijan to the Eagles, very possible. It is possible too. I mean, Eagles, another team that. I mean, and even like the Eagles are the Chiefs, right? We just talked about it. Even if they're in position to get Bijan Robinson, like it wouldn't surprise me because get him on a rookie contract, he's still a cheap running back. But the Eagles and the Chiefs, like if you look at the running backs they have right now and the amount of money that they're paying their running backs, they have like 2 of the cheapest backfields in the NFL. Could be part of the reason why they're in the Super Bowl. But yeah, I just it's too hard to say right now, in my opinion. It's all speculation. Miles Sanders to the Bills could happen too. I don't know if it'd be good for him though. I feel like the Bills just don't have the best run game. And I've never understood that. Trey Lance will be a solid quarterback fantasy-wise. I don't know, man. It might be Purdy. It might be Purdy. Did I fix my... Oh, I fixed that. Okay, good. Making sure. Jahmyr Gibbs is one of those guys that needs a great landing spot, though. Pacheco's balled out. I agree. They could use one of those shifty slot guys, though. Zay Flowers or something. I feel like the Chiefs can just draft whoever they want and it'll work out. You know? Would shoot a rookie, but I have no idea who's coming out besides QBs and Bijan. I'm catching up, bro. But I understand. JSN to New England is a good fit for him, pairing him with Thornton. I hate seeing receivers go to New England, but I guess they do draft them sometimes. Both are kind of small, though, and they're probably going to have to replace Meyer, assuming he's going to get the bag from somewhere. Jacoby might be wide receiver 1. Yeah. And free agency. Yeah, I think that Myers could be a really good addition to a team, for sure. I don't think that the Patriots will re-sign him. I think he could be a really good... He's a player that I do like in the later rounds of mock drafts. I mean, he went at 9.1 tonight. I really do think in the right situation, Myers could have a really good season next year. And, I mean, he didn't even have that bad of a year this past year. You know, he had double digits in every game that he played in the first 8 weeks of the season, then kind of a drop-off, and then really came back outside of Week 15 in the fantasy playoffs. So, been a top 30 guy the last 2 years. Nothing crazy, but, I do think the right fit, he could definitely be productive. I think Broncos country bounces back. I mean, the defense can definitely, I mean, like, literally, the stat is just crazy to me that if they scored 3 more points a game, they would have won 11 games this year. Like, if the offense can get figured out, if Russ can just be, like, 50, I mean, I don't even think this past year is 50% of what he used to be. Like, they just got to get it figured out offensively, you know? And I do really think that they do have a shot as well. It's still a tough division playing, but yeah. Oh, just great. Okay. Let me see here. Man, I really wanted Cousins. Cousins is long gone. Wanted Jones. Danny Jones. Boom. Give me Rodgers. Give me Rodgers. Oh, Rodgers to the Jets is just becoming a stronger rumor each and every day that passes. Pair Bijan up with ETN, that would be crazy. I don't know what Jacksonville really goes for in this draft. But I don't think it'll be running backs, receivers. I think wherever Carr lands next year, he'll have a high ceiling. I do like Carr. I don't know how high the ceiling will be per se, but yeah. I thought the same thing this past year with the Raiders and didn't really work out. Go Geno. I wanted Goff. Go Geno. There's your late round quarterback team of the night. I probably should have gone with a QB. Tua, Watson, Jones were available at 11.3, but oh well. Purdy's going to be out for a while. Only time you see those elbow injuries is with pitchers. That's a good point. I just feel like that until we have a more clear update, going after any of those Niners quarterbacks right now is like kind of sketchy. You know what I mean? Mock I seen this morning was Bijan in Tampa. Thought that was weird. I could see that happening. I mean, I literally feel like you can make an argument for him to go to, like, any team right now. Bateman's my redraft sleeper, especially if Lamar stays. I do like Bateman as a sleeper as well. I mean, someone's got to catch the football there. It's not Mark Andrews, right? What's up, Albert? Good to see you, bro. What up, what up? What can make Pitts fantasy relevant? Just actually throwing him the football? Like, it's just literally the way that the Falcons ran their offense last year. Like, I mean, he like rarely got any targets, you know. So we'll see, man. Just gotta get him involved. That's what it really comes down to for me. And I would like to see Pitts be fantasy relevant, at least from a PPR standpoint, you know. Jimmy G to Miami as a placeholder. I can see that. Spence, I will, we'll get to reviews in a second. I'll do you first, though. You can post a link to the new mock on chat or just in Discord. We're only doing one mock tonight, my dude. Only doing one mock, all I have time for. But we'll probably run one tomorrow. Unless I'm just brain dead. I don't think that's too crazy, J-Dubs. I could see that happening. X Factor, just one mock tonight. I have to work in the morning. I'm going to hang out with the wife for a little bit before we hit the hay. I usually work Saturdays. Not every week, but majority of the month I work Saturdays. So. Alright, let's see. Yeah, you guys can always plan a mock together. I know I jumped in the one last night. I won't be able to tonight, though. But that was a fun mock. I really liked my team last night, too. Alright, so we just have kickers and defenses to draft. So if you guys want to let me know if you guys want me to start going over teams, just let me know. Let me just queue up a couple things. My kickers and defense. And then we'll be good. We'll start looking at some squads. I mean, it doesn't really matter what kicker or defense I pick, I guess. Alright, Spence was up first. Where'd you draft at tonight? Did you even draft Spence? Spencer's messing with me. Dude, I was excited to look at your team, Spencer. Jerk. Okay, pray. What we got, man? We got Murray and Purdy. You guys dealing with injuries could be a little bit sketchy. Could pay off. I still don't mind drafting Kyler Murray because I think he had a really good year when he was fully healthy. But you just have to get the right quarterback to pair with him. I don't know if Purdy's exactly the guy I would like to pair with him. No decision on surgery yet as of 2 days ago. About a 6-month recovery. So I don't know Purdy's exact guy I'd want to pair with him. You know, there wasn't a lot of options available, so I get that too. Kelsey at tight end's great. We got Henry, Zeke, Dillon, Gibson, Penny. Pretty good running back value throughout the draft. RB2 might be a little bit shaky, but you can get through here. Let me draft a kicker. Take Nick Folk. We got Garrett Wilson, Keenan Allen, Kirk, Dotson, Elijah Moore. Good receiver value throughout this draft for sure, man. Ravens defense, and you'll draft a kicker here. So you're starting Purdy. Yeah, you'd have to figure out quarterback here potentially behind Kyler. Starting Kelsey, starting Henry, and I'll argue Dillon. Starting Wilson and Allen, then flexing Kirk and Dotson. On the bench, you're going to have Zeke, Gibson, Elijah Moore, Kyler Murray, Penny, starting Ravens defense, and Bucker. I mean, it is a good team. I do like this squad overall. I think your core roster is good. I think your flex position is good. Bench has some value as well. But you'd have to figure out, you know, if Purdy wasn't ready to go, you have to figure that out, right? Because Kyler's not going to be ready to go. All right, Taylor Gang at the 1.1. We got Prescott and Goff. I'm fine with that. Good late round quarterback value. Goddard in the 6th round. I'm good at that. Higbee in the 13th round. I like as well. JJ Judy, DJ Moore, Myers, Lazard. Good receiver room. Good value through the 11th round. Nick Chubb, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, and Kareem Hunt. Good running back room. Some potential, Kareem Hunt could be on a different team next year, have a different role. But you've got 3 good guys behind him. Yeah. Bass man in the Hawks defense, man. It's a good team. You're starting, let's say, Prescott, Chubb and Bijan, JJ and Judy, flexing DJ Moore and Tyler Algier. That leaves you with Myers, Hunt, Lazard, Higbee, and Goff on the bench. It's a really good team. It's a well-built team, like kind of head to toe. Depth at quarterback, depth at tight end, which you don't always have to have, but you just happen to have. Good receiver room. I mean, only 4 running backs here, but good running back value throughout this draft too, and 2 studs to kick it off, not to mention Justin Jefferson, right? But even behind JJ, Judy, Moore, Myers, and Lazard. I know Myers and Lazard are going to be free agents next year. Have to be in the right role and right team, right fit, but still, good value on them. Yeah, I like this team a lot, man. Good draft. Spence, you're the worst, man. You crushed my soul. Chase, what we do, man. Cousins and Watson, fine with that for late round quarterback value. Dalton Schultz at the tight end position, good with that. We got Diggs, Brown, Cooper, Pittman, Sutton, Mooney. Good receiver value throughout the draft. Absolutely. Dalvin Cook, Dobbins, Monty, Chuba Hubbard, good running back value as well. Eagles defense and Matt Gay. Yeah, well-built team. Nothing crazy that, jumps off the board here or anything, but a good team that could definitely get you through the year with your right trades and waiver wire maneuvers. So, starting Cousins, Schultz, Diggs, and Brown, Cook and Dobbins, flexing Cooper and Pittman. That leaves you with Monty, Sutton, Mooney, Watson, Chuba on the bench. Eagles defense, Matt Gay is kicker. Good team. Nothing else to say. Just a good team head to toe, man. Marco. Lamar at quarterback, I'm fine with it. Waller and Michael Mayer at tight end, I'm good at that. Terry Hill, Devonta Smith, Godwin, J-Mo, Quentin Johnson, and Addison at receiver. Good receiver room, some upside there. Guys like J-Mo and some other rookies there, right? But even with Hill and Smith alone is crazy. Godwin, the 6 is great. Receiver room is really good, actually. Kenneth Walker, Aaron Jones are the running backs you're leaning on here, but you got Tucker as well. Yeah, out of Syracuse, that's right, Sean Tucker. And Devin Singletary at running back. So, some good late-round potential value there. We don't know where Singletary is going to be next year. I don't think he'll be with the Bills, but that doesn't necessarily make him a bad draft pick. Bills defense and Dicker, the kicker. So, starting Lamar, starting Waller, starting Walker and Jones, starting Hill and Devonta, flexing Godwin, and any one of your rookies or J-Mo. So, yeah, another good team. Good drafts you guys threw together tonight for sure. All right, coast to coast at 1.5. We got Fields and Danny Dimes, Hawkinson and Hurst. Love the quarterback room, love the tight end room. Like you mentioned earlier, went 0 receiver, didn't love it in the end, but that's what you ended up with. Running backs are pretty loaded. JT, ETN, Pollard, Akers. This is definitely a team where I feel okay with having Jonathan Taylor on my team. But at the moment, I'd rather have Barkley or Jacobs. Maybe even Henry Walker or Hall. But I'm not against JT. Like I always say, the first 2 rounds, like if you have a running back you're set on, go get your guy. Just go get your starting running back. But yeah, I would, even if you went JT 1.5 and you ended up with ETN, Pollard, and Akers, that'd be okay, right? Receivers where you're hurting on this team: London, Bateman, DPJ, Palmer, and Hodgins. I mean, not bad receiver choices for where you pick them, but you're really going to have one of those guys come into a large role, and then you're probably leaning on Drake London as your wide receiver 1. But I do think that guys like Bateman, DPJ, and Palmer could all be there. I like Hodgins, but I don't know if he's going to be on the Giants next year, so he's kind of a big question mark, right? But for a 0 wide receiver draft, we're not drafting a wide receiver until the 7th round. This team's really not that bad, right? You'd have to be playing the waivers and be trading around for a receiver more than likely, though. But starting Fields, starting Hawkinson, JT, and ETN, and your flexes, you're going to put Pollard and Akers, then you're probably starting London and Bateman. If Bateman's not fully healthy, probably DPJ. Niners defense, Younghoe Koo, still a good team, man. That's why you try out these different strats, Spence, how dare you, man. Juked. We got Allen and Trey Lance. I don't mind Trey Lance behind Josh Allen at all. Andrews at tight end, you're good there. Eckler, Mixon, Javonte, Cook, McKinnon, Patterson. Good running back room. Yeah, a lot of running backs. Ayuk, Pickens, Davis, Boyd. Pretty light at receiver. Leaning on Ayuk and Pickens here. But that is okay. I mean, starting Allen, starting Andrews, starting Eckler, or let's say you're starting Mixon. Starting Ayuk and Pickens, flexing Javonte, and maybe flexing Cook. But, yeah. Leaves you with Gabe Davis, McKinnon, Patterson, Boyd. Jets defense, Justin Tucker, Lance on the bench too. Yeah. An interesting team. Didn't go receiver till the 6th, but I still think it turned out good for you, man. Cards don't have a coach yet. No, they do not. What'd you do, Boxing the Jack? So not your best team yet. We got T-Law and Tua. I'm fine with the quarterback room. Kittle, I'm fine with that. Barkley, Connor, Gainwell, Pirine. I'm not too upset about the running back room. It's a light running back build, but it's okay. Metcalf, Debo, Burks, Chark, Robinson, MVS, Cowboys defense, Robbie Gold. I mean, not too bad of a team. I've seen far worse. Starting T-Law and Kittle, Barkley and Connor, Metcalf and Debo. The flex is a little bit questionable, but between Burks, Gainwell, Pirine, Chark, Robinson, I'm not too confident in Robinson, MVS, waiver wire, trades, I think you could get through. But yeah. Well, you know, you're probably putting Burks and Gainwell in there. Maybe Chark or Pirine, but yeah. Flex a little bit sketchy. But overall, not too bad of a team, man. Boss man fat, what we do, man. Burrow with Knox and Ertz, I'm good at that. Adams, St. Brown, Lockett, JSN, Michael Thomas, good at that. Najee Gibbs, Charbonnet, Herbert, Madison. A lot of youth at running back here. Almost looks like a dynasty build, but that's okay. All these guys could pay off. Najee in the 4th is great value. I don't care what anyone says. If Godfather's drafting, you're not getting Najee in the 4th, but top 15 running back, I don't care what anyone says. Najee was on a tear at the end of the season. It's got to utilize the man correctly. But yeah, great value there for going, you know, not drafting a running back till the 4th. Love him there. But starting Burrow, starting Knox, starting Adams and St. Brown, probably starting Harris and whichever rookie is in the best position at running back, flexing Lockett and probably flexing JSN. Leaves you with Charbonnet or Gibbs on the bench, MT, Herbert, Madison, and even Herbert and Madison could be in starting roles next year. So really good value there. Really good value on Lockett in the 6th round. Danny Carlson, the Jags defense, love that. Yeah, team's not too bad, man. Just have some question marks for rookies, but yeah, other than that, good team, man. For Dynasty, would you rather have JJ or Chase? Chase. Because he's tied to Burrow. They have a phenomenal chemistry, but redraft JJ. Very close. Let's see here. Micah. We got Herbie and Wilson and Joku and Greggy D. Good at that. Jacob Stevenson, B-Rob, and Acne, as I call him. Good running back room. Good running back value throughout this draft. Lamb, Hopkins, Williams. Yeah, good receiver room. Deontay, Cooks, Gallup. First 3 picks at receiver are studs. Let's see here. So you're starting Herbert, starting in Joku or Dolchich, either way, right? Starting Jacobs and Stevenson, Lamb and Hopkins, flexing Williams and Robinson, leaves you with Deontay, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, Russell Wilson, Acne, and one of the 2 tight ends and on the bench. Got the Commanders defense. It's a good team, man. Yeah, I like that squad. Let's see. Where did Tucker get drafted tonight? 12.9. 12.9 by Jute. Allen Robinson was the auto pick. That's fair. Yeah, if you guys are in the league, in either Dynasty leagues, make sure you guys are hopping on Sleeper and checking out the polls. You're good, Braun. No worries, man. It happens. It was a fun draft for sure, Taylor Gang. Yeah, Don, make sure to hop in on the Discord. Definitely is valuable part of the community for sure, man. All right, I'm looking at what I did. Then we're going to wrap up here. So, late round quarterback, Rodgers and Geno. I would not feel great about that, but every year you have quarterbacks come out on the waiver wire. Jared Goff, Geno Smith, Justin Fields, Danny Dimes, Tua, guys who like either went at the very end of the draft or did not get drafted this past year. Trevor Lawrence, you know. I just don't stress about it too much. Freiermuth and Komet, I love at tight end. CMC, Swift, Pierce, Pacheco, Jamal Williams, I'm fine with that in running back room. Waddle, McLaurin, Watson, Jones, kind of light at receiver, I'm not going to lie. Having to go double quarterback and going double tight end kind of hurt me there. Didn't really get any great late round value receiver. Broncos defense, Nick Folk. I'd be starting Rodgers or Geno, Freiermuth or Komet. I mean, I like both Freiermuth and Komet. CMC and Swift, Waddle, McLaurin. I still think I'm in a good position for the flex and bench. I mean, I got Dameon Pierce, Watson, Pacheco, Zay Jones, Jamal Williams, and even one of the 2 tight ends if I really want to get crazy. So I do like this team. This thing, it's a well-built team. This is really that strategy I'd really go for last year outside of completely going like late-round quarterback. Like, I just call it the bounce-back strat where you're starting your draft either in the first round with a running back or receiver, then the second round doing the opposite. So for this draft, RB receiver, RB receiver, RB receiver, running back, then getting a tight end. When a tight end that you feel like is good value, that you'd like to draft falls to you, Freiermuth there, then going back to receiver, running back. Then I kind of got shaked up that strategy here at the end, right? Just saw Komet there, felt like he was good value, then ended up with 2 quarterbacks you're kind of questionable, which can happen if you go too late round. But like, you know, maybe if you go like Prescott here in the 8th, and then maybe you get Freiermuth in the 9th, and even not if you got Komet in the 11th, then like a Geno or Rodgers at the end, and make the strategy look a little bit better. But overall, I still think it's a good team. It's question mark would be a quarterback, but like we just went over, so many guys show up on the you know, waiver wire, excuse me, on a consistent basis that it's not too crazy. So it was definitely a fun draft, Taylor gang. W pray for sure. 6 out of 12 is not half. Is that for which poll? The one poll I know we were all joking. Oh yeah, that was a joke. They were messing. But yeah, there are 2 polls active on for League 1 and even on League 2 for the Dynasty Leagues. If you guys want to take a look. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the night. Make sure you guys smash that like button on the way out. Check out the links down below. If you guys are new to the channel, follow us on Discord. Join the Discord. Follow us on Instagram. Hit that subscribe button on the way out if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel. We will be running plenty more of mocks. We have plenty of time to get all of you guys in these mocks throughout the off season. So appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Appreciate you guys talking fantasy, talking football. Appreciate you guys mocking with me. And everyone have a great start to the weekend. We should be on tomorrow night as well, so just keep a lookout. And stay posted on Discord, and we'll get it figured out, man. So appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys, man. Love this community. Love the catch. Fam. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Instagram if you guys need anything. Let me know if you guys are in these sleeper leagues for Dynasty. Let me know if you guys need anything in there as well. I'll get back to you guys tomorrow when I can. So, Thomas, Don, Boxing the Jack, Prey, Bossman Fat, Braun, J-Dubs, Micah, X-Factor, Spencer, Coast to Coast, Marco, Chase, Prey, Mr. Bakes a Lot, Albert, Shane, Juked, Godfather. That's about everyone. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I appreciate you guys, man. Nick, everyone else who came out tonight, I appreciate you guys, man. And that'll do it. Everyone be safe. Have a great start to the weekend. Love you guys, man. Talk to you guys tomorrow. With that, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on The Catch. And